My dear students of honors second year, and this is a class necessary for the students of other departments rather than English and those who have your non-major English course. Actually, I have already conducted some 7 classes. For the students of non-major English, and I'd like to continue my stream, or you can say I'd like to continue. And in my last class I started correction, and this is our second lecture. This is the second lecture on correction, and I'd like to continue some more classes on correction. And you know that correction is such a grammatical device which connects almost all the grammatical devices. That's why if you learn correction well, I think you will be able to learn a lot of information regarding different types of grammar. So my dear students, let us not waste a single second. Let us start our today's discussion on correction, and it is correction 2, because I have already conducted one class on correction. That's why this is the second class on correction. So our today's first rule or correction is, and before giving you the rule, I will give you at first one example, and after your effort I will try to make you understand why there was mistake or there is mistake. At first you have to try yourselves, and then I will tell you why this sentence is correct or why this sentence is incorrect. So my dear students, look at the board. First example for today. The man is devoted to gambling. My uncle is addicted to teaching. These are the two examples, and you are requested to have a look towards the board. The man is devoted to gambling. This is the first example, and the second example is my uncle is addicted to teaching. At first we need to know devoted to and addicted to. Devoted to is such a phrase which is used for a good activity. That means for a good sense or a good activity, devoted is used, but gambling is not a good activity, and that's why we are not allowed to use devoted here. And look at, teaching is an ideal activity. This is a good activity. For positive or good activities or affirmative activities, we have to use devoted to, and for negative activity we have to use addicted to. That's why we need to correct the sentence like the man is addicted to gambling, and here I can say my uncle is devoted to teaching. So up to this part we have got one information about this rule, and that is, if anybody is related to unwanted or bad activity, we have to use addicted to, and for good activity we have to use devoted to. This is one of the important rules on correction. Our second rule for today. My dear students, I like Nazrul's poem Who is a famous poet. Look at, I like Nazrul's poem Who is a famous poet. Look at this sentence. And what is the mistake? And what is the mistake that we have noticed in this sentence? Look at, I have used relative pronoun, and there is a rule in grammar, and that is before relative pronoun, we are not allowed to use any apostrophe s. That means in order to make possessive, we are not allowed to use apostrophe s, and this thing cannot be done before relative pronoun. And what is the rule? Before relative pronoun, we are not allowed to use any apostrophe s to create possessive case. If we do so, the sentence will be grammatically incorrect. In order to make it correct, look at my dear students, in order to make it correct, we need to use preposition of before relative pronoun. In order to make possessive case, we are not allowed to use any apostrophe s. We have to use preposition of to make the sentence grammatically correct. Look at the board. So what should be the correct answer? I like the poems of Nazrul who is a famous poet. Look at the board, my dear students. Before relative pronoun, you are not allowed to use any apostrophe s to make or create possessive case. In this sense, in order to make the sentence grammatically correct, we need to use preposition of. Now look at here, who is the relative pronoun and who is used after Nazrul. This time the sentence has become grammatically correct. This is our second rule of correction for today. Now I'd like to talk about the third rule for correction. Look at the board. Now rule number 3. Maruf talks friendly. Maruf talks friendly. Look at the board. Do you find any mistake in this sentence? Do you find any mistake in this sentence? This is a very interesting grammatical item. Here we have got, and that is, look at here we have got three words or three parts of a speech in this sentence. The first one is a noun, the second one is verb. Here friendly modifies talks. Here friendly modifies talks. That's why we can say friendly is an adverb, but question arises whether friendly is adverb or not. Look at the board. Friendly is not an adverb. According to parts of speech, it is an example of adjective. How is it an example of adjective? Look at. My dear student, look at the board. I have written noun and adjective. You know that? You know what noun is and you know what adjective is. If you add ly with a noun, it will be adjective. And if you add ly with an adjective, it would be adverb. Can I say mother? Mother is a noun, and if we put ly at the end of mother, and if the word is motherly, This motherly is an adjective, not adverb. Some students make mistakes thinking that ly added word is an adverb. This conception is totally wrong. If you put ly with a noun, that word must be adjective. And if you add ly with an adjective, it would be adverb. Now let's give an example. Profound is an adjective. Profound is an adjective, and if you add ly with profound, that word would be profoundly. This profoundly is an adverb. So my dear students, up to this part we have learned that if we get any ly at the end, if we get any suffix ly at the end of a noun, that ly added word will be adjective. And if you get any ly at the end of an adjective, that ly added word will be adverb. That's why profoundly is an adverb, motherly is an adjective. Now look at the board. What type of parts of speech is friend? What type of parts of speech is friend? I think friend is a noun, and if you add ly, it would be friendly. What do you think? Friendly is an adjective or adverb? Friendly is an adjective because I have put ly with a noun. That's why friendly has become adjective. So you have got the difference between adjective and adverb if they are connected with, if they are with ly. If noun is with ly, it will be adjective. If we get ly with an adjective, it will be adverb. So my dear students, now look at the sentence. Look at the sentence. Maruf talks friendly. Here, friendly, where friendly is an adjective. This adjective modifies a verb. So it must have been. Here, friendly is an adjective, and this adjective modifies talks. If talks is a verb, if talks is modified by any parts of speech, that parts of speech must be adverb, but it has become adjective. That's why the sentence is grammatically wrong. My dear students, if you want to modify a verb, you must have to use adverb. If you want to modify verb, you must have to use adverb. You can't modify a verb with an adjective, but here friendly modifies talks, but friendly is an adjective. That's why this sentence is grammatically wrong, and we have to make it correct. How can we make it correct? If we need adverb, and if ly added word becomes adjective, what is the instrument to make the sentence grammatically correct? Look at here, friendly cannot be taken. In the place of friendly, we have to use a phrase. And what is the phrase? We have to use in a dash way or manner. Look at, we have to use this one. In a dash way or manner. In this gap, in this blank, you have to use this adjective. So what is the correct one? Maruf talks in a friendly way. Maruf talks in a friendly way. So what we have learned from this rule is that if you need an adverb, if ly added word becomes adjective, now you have to use this format, in a dash way or in a dash manner. My dear students, I think you have got me what I have tried to say regarding rule number 3. Okay. Now rule number 4 for today. Rule number 4 for today. I will not tell you the rule at first. I will give you the example, and after your example, at first you will have to try by yourselves, and then I will give you the solution. Look at the board. She is junior. She is junior than me. Look at my dear student. She is junior than me. What is the mistake in this sentence that you have got? What is the mistake in this sentence? She is junior than me. Okay. I think you have tried. Now I'd like to give you the explanation why this sentence is grammatically wrong. Why? Look at the word junior. Junior, senior, superior, inferior, exterior, interior. Junior, senior, superior, inferior, exterior, interior. Look at these words. These words have come from Latin. Okay. These are called Latin comparative word. Look at them, my dear students. Junior, senior, superior, inferior, exterior, interior. These are the words which are called Latin comparative words. That means junior, senior, superior, inferior, exterior, interior. These words are called Latin comparative word, and after these Latin comparative words, you must have to use to as the preposition. After junior, senior, superior, inferior, exterior, interior, you must have to use the preposition to. In this is why this sentence is grammatically wrong. If you want to make it correct, you have to use she is junior, she is junior, she is junior to me. Okay, she is junior to me. So my dear students, after junior, senior, superior, inferior, exterior, interior, we have to use the preposition to. Is it clear to you? I think it's clear to you. Now let us talk about rule number 5 for today. Rule number 5. I'd like to give some 3 or 4 examples for rule number 5 of correction. Okay, I'd like to give you 4 examples. Example number 1. Don't repeat. Don't repeat the mistake again. Example number 2. I'm comparatively better today. Number 3. Look at this is a matinee performance. Number 4. The soldiers advanced forward. Look at, I have written 4 examples. And what is the reason for which these English sentences have become grammatically wrong? Try to find out, my dear students. Don't repeat the mistake again. The first sentence, I am comparatively better today. This is a matinee performance. And the fourth one is the soldiers advanced forward. Okay, the soldiers advanced forward. Okay, the first example, look at. These 4 sentences have become grammatically incorrect. These 4 sentences have become grammatically incorrect because of one grammatical item, and that is, look at the board. Redundancy. In Bengali, the Bengali meaning of redundancy is bahulya. That is something extra that is not needed for a sentence. But if you use that extra part which is not needed in a sentence, that extra part will make the sentence grammatically incorrect or wrong. Look at the first sentence. Don't repeat. Repeat is such a word which means to do something again and again. That's why if you use repeat in a sentence, you are not allowed to use any again. Okay? If you use comparatively, you are not allowed to use any comparative form. If you use matinee is one kind of show. Matinee is one kind of show, and after matinee, you are not allowed to use any performance. Matinee is one kind of performance, okay? Matinee is one kind of performance that usually takes place in the afternoon. Matinee is one kind of performance that takes place in the afternoon. That's why you are not allowed to use any performance after matinee. The soldiers advanced forward. The soldiers advanced forward. Advance means to go forward. Advance means to go forward. Proceed means to go forward. If you get any advance or proceed, you are not allowed to use any forward. This sentence, in these 4 sentences, redundancy, because of redundancy, the sentences have become grammatically incorrect. Now, I'd like to make this sentence grammatically correct. How can we do that, my dear students? Look at. Don't repeat the mistake again. Cut off the word again. Don't repeat the mistake. This is the correct one. I am comparatively better today. You should say, I am comparatively well today. This is a matinee performance. You should say, this is a matinee show. The soldiers advanced forward. You should say, the soldiers advanced. There are some other examples regarding redundancy there. If I say, don't never do it. Don't never do it. This is a grammatically wrong sentence. You should say, don't do it or never do it. You can't say, don't never do it. If I say, I have sufficient enough money to buy a car. I have sufficient enough money to buy a car. You should say, I have enough money to buy a car or I have sufficient money to buy a car. If you say, this is the same identical problem I am facing, this is a wrong sentence. You should say, this is the same problem or this is the identical problem I am facing. So my dear students, if any extra part you use in a sentence that is not exactly needed, this part will make the sentence grammatically incorrect, and this grammatical device is actually called redundancy. Is it clear to you? I think it's clear to you. Next rule for today, rule number 6. Rule number 6. One should respect his seniors. One should respect his seniors. What is the mistake? Where is the mistake? Look at the board. One should respect his seniors. Okay, I'm going to give you the explanation. If you get one as the subject of a sentence, if you get, my dear students of honors second year and my dear students of honors second years and those who have non-major English, look at the board. The correction, the rules of correction that I am teaching you are also important for job examinations in Bangladesh, and you can learn them very attentively. You should learn them. If you get any use of one as the subject of a sentence, in this sentence, if you want to use pronoun again, you must have to follow one. If you need possessive, you must have to use ones. If you need subjective form, you must have to use one. If you need objective form, you must have to use one, because every pronoun has three forms: nominative form, objective form, and possessive form. I is the nominative form, me is the objective form, my is the possessive form. Okay, one is the nominative form. Nominative form means subjective form. One is the nominative form. And what is the objective form? One. The objective form of one is one. And what is the possessive form of one? It ones. Look at here, we need to use possessive form. In this sentence, one is the subject of the sentence. That's why we must have to use ones as the possessive form. So the answer should be ones. But if you get every, some, any, no. If you get every, some, any, no before one, that is everyone, someone, anyone, no one. If you get the subject everyone, anyone, someone, no one, if you get these words as the subject of a sentence, if you must have to use his or her. If you get one, it would be ones. If you get anyone, someone, no one, everyone, you have to use his or her. Clear to you? So my dear students, I have completed 6 rules today. I have completed 6 rules today. I don't want to continue anymore for today. Actually, this class was supposed to be held on Sunday, but you know that Sunday was a vacation, and that's why we couldn't conduct a class, and this class has been conducted today. And I'd like to conduct one more class on next Sunday, and I want to conduct the class of Sunday at 11 AM in the morning. So my dear students, I want your participation in my upcoming lecture that will be held on next Sunday at 11 AM. I'd like to have your active participation. Till then, goodbye.